Hellacious story. All white cheerleading squad decided it was a good idea to have a black mascot, a black mannequin as a mascot, and name the mannequin Kareem. Let's put up the picture for mass. Let me give you some background to this. What you see visible is the mascot a group of high school cheerleaders decided to share on social media. They posed with the black mannequin head that they called Kareem. Let's put up the other picture. Okay. Once again, all white cheerleading squad. According to NBC Bay Area, the incident occurred in California's East Bay Area and was a screenshot by an Instagram account called Black Bay Area, which tagged the cheer team from California High School. Now, the posting is being examined by San Ramon Valley United School District. The superintendent spoke up. So Dr. John Malloy said of the incident, and I quote, "This is not something that we can accept, nor will we tolerate." He maintained that the school district had been expanding on-campus sensitivity training, so the post came as a surprise. Wait a minute, Mr. Superintendent, I think you're lying. If you're in the middle of expanding sensitivity training as it relates to racism on campus, then that means you're not surprised that racism is on campus. That's what that means. So let's start with the bull here. Okay, you have a cultural problem on your campuses. You knew this, that's why you were expanding sensitivity training, right? Am I right, Doc? Okay, there's more. Dr. Malloy said, and I quote, "We have worked with our students, our staff, and our administrators. Having said that though, most of our work has happened with our administrators. Going forward, we're going to spend more time supporting our staff, not only to interrupt any issues of discrimination, but to educate so our students and community do better." Okay, now let me go ahead and bring it all the way home. Let's put the picture up again. The pictures that we have been exposed to were not taken in secret. This cheerleading squad saying our mascot is a black mannequin known as Kareem was something well known by the coaching staff, by the faculty, and by the parents. When the superintendent says he was shocked, well, yeah, he was shocked they posted it. But he should not be shocked it was happening because nobody else at the school was shocked about it happening. Now that we have been exposed to it, all of a sudden there's a clutch my pearls moment. Why I never. There's more. The superintendent contended, "We don't accept this. We understand that it's wrong. And we also understand that it's harming some members of our community more than others, especially those who may identify as black or African American." Once again, that's Dr. John Malloy who made that statement. Now I want to remind you, this is an all-white cheerleading squad, but the institution, the school itself, is not all white. That's a problem. A parent did speak up about it. The social media post came from the California High School's cheer stunt team, which according to ABC 7 News has since deleted its page. In it, the all-white team is seen posing with the mannequin head, one that appears to be used for cosmetology classes. One area parent, Miss Angelica Tucker, said her daughters are actually interested in joining the team, and the lack of representation is a problem. She hopes that the squad will become authentically diverse in membership and not just with a doll head, okay? Ms. Tucker also said, and I quote, "It can open up their eyes to the fact that there's no representation that looks like them on the cheerleading squad, and maybe they will be the first ones to do it. If they meant it as a statement talking about the cheerleaders, they should have clarified that. If they meant it as a joke, it's not funny." So you have either ignorance or racism, whatever the spectrum may be here. The reality is not only are the cheerleaders at fault, obviously, but this happened at the school facility. This happened at the school building. These pictures were not taken off campus. These pictures were taken on campus. These pictures were not taken in some photo shoot at a restaurant. This was a photo shoot at the school. The school is a restricted environment, meaning there are certain behaviors acceptable and certain behaviors unacceptable on the school campus. They did not hide this. As I said earlier, the coaching staff was aware, the teachers were aware. This was part of their atmosphere, part of their culture, and it simply went unchecked. And look at it now, all of a sudden, they want to get right. The administrators want to do the right thing. The superintendent is talking right. You allowed this culture to permeate in your institution. This is not only the fault of these cheerleaders, but also those adults who are in authority have failed them. Jackson, thoughts on this?
Yeah, so you pointed it out exactly. The only reason that they were, coming to the defense and saying that they had a problem is because it's got exposed. And I experienced a lot of this just in the type, I live in Jersey, New York area now, but I grew up in St. Louis, and it's a lot more segregated. And, even though the high schools aren't all white necessarily, you got to think a lot of these neighborhoods where these white kids are coming from are all white. So they grow up in these bubbles where, in their eyes and in their worlds, they kind of go into these schools where there's these black kids and these Latino kids and all these other people. And then they return to what's, what they think is their world, especially with the cultural wars that we have going on right now and everything that's going on with the GOP. So again, even though they go to a school that isn't all white, they still live in worlds where that type of stuff is acceptable. So this type of culture is very prevalent in high schools all over the country, and especially where neighborhoods are more segregated. I grew up seeing it. I'm only 30 years old. I graduated in 2010. But even back then, you know what I'm saying, I was seeing it, so it's not surprising to see it now.
Yeah, and once again, this is a bullying aspect of school systems. It needs to be tackled as such, but Republicans want you to think that CRT is the boogeyman, not even taught in K through 12 education.